Hi there, it's good to be back. My name's Angela Durrant, I'm a voice and performance coach, and right now we're going to talk about stage 3. Now, stage 3 is called mastery. Stage 1 was getting confident, stage 2 was getting confident, stage 3 is mastery. Now, you can understand why in stage 2 I said it was okay to camp out in that a long time, sometimes forever. Sometimes it's not right for some people to go to mastery. Sometimes people want to go to mastery and they haven't got the skills to really go to mastery. Mastery is often where the prodigies live, the ones that seem to have what we call natural talent. They might develop that talent very quickly as a child. Sometimes they come to that talent later as an adult, but they deliver it quickly. Other times, somebody can take 20 or 30 years to become a master at what they do. You see, mastery is a place of moving where you go from good to great, where you actually become virtuosity, where you have virtuosity, virtuosity, how funny, but where you are a virtuoso in what you do. You're going to do it at an incredibly high standard. You may well be a soloist, you may be the leader of a band, you would be therefore starting to get more well known for your expertise in your area. You're not just competent or confident at a local level, you are a virtuosity. That is not a word, but I'm carrying on regardless. So I don't know, your virtuosity is in front of you, your name lends itself to what you're doing. And I'm going to wait for my VA to kind of edit some of this out at some point, which will be quite funny. But but what you're actually getting is you know what mastery is. You see somebody that really is awe-inspiring. For instance, I remember watching a violin player, and that's often where we think of that sort of virtuoso playing in the instrumental world. You know, singers that have virtuosity. Beyonce, classical singers, Renee Fleming, sometimes the virtuosity comes in the songwriting skills of Adele or the Beatles, etc. You can actually change the word around. They are well known and they are masters of their craft, and that is the key to being a mastery and a virtuoso player. So I'm getting there with my language bit by bit. So is that something to aspire to? Well, often it is, but it might not come for a while, or it might come immediately. You might get opportunities very, very quickly in life. And some people are in the public eye very young and very quickly for the skills that they have. And we class those as prodigies, as the natural talent. It's because they've been able to move quickly through those other stages, maybe more quickly than many people. Many people are stuck due to their beliefs, their background, their opportunities, their environment, and their habits that actually sometimes that we just keep ourselves in the same place and we justify why we're there. That is not really where your talent might be taking you. Your talent might be much more than that. And it's almost like the hero's journey where you move forward in order to, to really find out what is classed as your full potential. So when I think of full potential, it's quite interesting. If you think of tennis players, for example, if we take it out of music for a moment, you think of tennis players. There are several tennis players that you know have won, like Roger Federer, he's won Wimbledon. I mean, like, how many times has he won Wimbledon? Like a million. His mastery of his craft means that he's a winner time and time again, very much a winner. But somebody else who mastered his craft to the most that he could, but not quite as much as that, was somebody like Tim Henman. He never, ever got to the final of Wimbledon, although he had an incredibly good and even great career out of it. So there can be different levels even to that. So how do you go from good to great if you know that you're already confident at what you do, but you want to go towards mastery? Or even if the moment, if you haven't even stepped your foot on the boat, but you know that at some point you want to be captain of the ship? Well, take a big breath and take another step forward. You see, the thing towards mastery is when you're looking at becoming a master of your craft, mastery is about the detail. It's about looking deeper. It's about listening deeper and more with more clarity around what you're doing. You're looking for the difference that makes the difference. You're looking to go to from the 7 out of 10 to the 10 out of 10. You're looking to really go above and beyond. You're going to par excellence. That's what you're going to. Now, how do you know when you're there? Well, in some respects, personally, you may not know. It's that the accolades will probably be on you. You will probably win things. You will probably be picked for things. And you will find that you start to have a love for detail and for going deeper into your own subject matter than you've ever had before. You geek out on it a little bit. You're passionate about it. In fact, it oozes out of every pore of you. You can't stop yourself. It's not that you just want to be enough. It's not that you just want to do it better than you did it, or just a little bit better than others around you. It's that at this point, you are sold out completely to what you're doing. You're so sold out that you live and you breathe it, and there's a sense that there becomes a journey that you take to go to that final level for you. And I'll tell you a personal story. One of my vocal mentors back a few years ago, when I was kind of hiding out in confident level or competent level, he challenged me, and he challenged me to take my teaching, and he challenged me to take my voice to a level of mastery. Now, I remember kind of feeling a little bit at the time as if he'd put his finger on a bruise. I was a little scared to take those extra leaps. When you're already good at something, to actually choose to go back almost with a beginner's mind and rehome that and shape that as if you've never learnt it before, but you learn it at a deeper level, that takes often as much commitment, and sometimes there's as much resistance in actually going from good to great and letting go of what works in favour of something new and really incredible that you could come out with and creative. Then sometimes that's like just stepping on the competent level. You have to choose to let go of something that is already working for you in order to go somewhere else. At that point, those are the people that come and work with a mentor or with myself one-on-one at a much higher level, because they're at that stage. They need to push the barriers. They need to push themselves further. So if that's you, reach out to me. At the beginner levels, at the confident levels, there are other ways of actually jumping on board and getting the help you need. Because if you pick the wrong level, it'll freak your pants out, basically. It'll be like a stretcher case instead of a stretch for you. So know where you are. And even if you have taken a few mistakes and you've gone in a few directions that you just think, well, it just didn't work for me, must have been her fault. Just recognize that it's not the other person's fault. It's where our level is that we haven't recognized. So if you're holding yourself back, it's time not to. If you know that you're going impatient, gun running at the front, but you still haven't got yourself on pitch, then be patient, hold back, put the steps in place. You see, you can fast track this, but you can't miss out the steps. You must go through them. You must earn your stripes. You must, break that leg, as it were, not literally, but go on stage and get those things in front of you and in the muscle for you to truly go on to a deeper level. So if you know that you're at the level to go to mastery, then we should talk. And I wish you every success in doing that, because wow, there's going to be something amazing that comes out in the world when you hit mastery level.